This is SmallRig RC 60C COB portable 60-watt light, and after using this light for a while now, I'm happy to share with you my thoughts about it. The RC60 was sent to me to test and review, no money changed hands, and this video is not seen by any third party affiliated with SmallRig. Everything said is my own opinion. The SmallRig RC60C COB light is a compact, versatile RGBCW lighting solution crafted for creators, photographers and videographers who need high quality, customizable lighting on the go. Known for its full RGB color control and broad CCT range from 2500 Kelvin to 10,000 Kelvin, with green and magenta correction, this COB light provides extensive versatility for all types of content creation. Users can effortlessly switch between its vivid RGB colors for creative effects and accurate CCT adjustment to achieve the most perfect mood and color temperature for any scene. One of the RC60C's key selling points is that it has a CRI color rendering index of 96+ and a TLCI television lighting consistency index of 97+, aiming to ensure true to life colors and natural skin tones, which is essential for professional grade video and photography. Coupled with a COB LED design, SmallRig boasts that the RC60C can produce a powerful output of 2430 lux at 1 meter at 6900 Kelvin, with smooth dimming from 0 to 100% for precise lighting control. The RC60C's COB design not only ensures intensity but also delivers flicker-free illumination, ideal for high frame rate video and slow motion shots, making it a reliable source for various cinematic applications. The RC60C also features instant color change, Lee and Roscoe color filters, HSI, RGBCW mode, 12 special lighting effects and control modes either via the knobs on the body of the light or via SmallRig's SmallGoGo mobile app. The RC60 is made mainly of very hard durable plastic, which keeps it lightweight. Portability is the highlight of the RC60C, weighing about 700 grams and measuring 120 by 95 by 80 mm. The RC60 makes it easy to set up, transport and store. It uses a mini Bowens mount which could require its own Bowens adapter that can be purchased separately. At the front of the light here is where you have the mini Bowens mount with a clear warning asking you to remove the protective rubber used to protect the light as it produces high temperatures. Oh, I hope I'm not missing the protective rubber. 1 second. Yeah, that's the protective rubber that stays on the light. Let me just put it back. It wouldn't work that way. Take it off. Silly me. To one side of the lights are a small OLED screen, 2 control knobs and a mode reset button. To the bottom is a quarter threaded port for mounting or rigging the light wherever, and it's fantastic to see that it has 2 ARRI locking pins for extra grip. Here is an important thing to say, that the RC60C can easily be rigged using a magic arm or a clamp to achieve lighting setup in places where it is inconvenient to use a light stand. To the rear of the light, let me just turn it around so you can see. Toward the bottom is a power on and off switch, an echo button, and lastly USB-C port for powering the light. At the top towards the COB is a little button for unlocking the Bowens mount part, as you've seen me do. There are ventilation grills at the top of the light for heat dissipation with the flow of the light from the bottom to the top. There's also ventilation grills at the bottom. For power, the RC60C can only be powered via USB-C power source. So you can either plug it into a wall adapter via USB-C cable or to a power bank, as it also comes with a power bank clip, which is what you've seen here at the back. This flexibility allows creators to take the RC60C to remote locations without worrying about access to power source. SmallRig says that the RC60C is able to provide 75 minutes in eco mode, 45 minutes of continuous lighting at full power, and can achieve a full charge in about 2 hours when using a charger that can output at least 65 watts of power. I'll now show you how this light fares with the different V-mount batteries I have here and the power bank. I have the FX Lion and 1 V-mount battery. This is the 50 watt hour one. It has USB-C port. I have the HyperCore Neo 9 Mini from Core WSX 𝐻𝐸SWX. Love this V-mount batteries. It has USB-A out, it doesn't have USB-C out, and D-tab. I also have this one from 𝐷𝐷𝐿. This is the 24,000 milliamp battery, 170 watt maximum out, 86.4 watt hour power bank. This is the best power bank I've ever had and used. I also have this V-mount battery plate adapter. This is the NITC one. I'll put a link in the description in case you need it. And I have the SmallRig plate, multi-use plate on it. So what I'm going to do is, first of all, power on the light to show you that it comes on. So I'll power on the light, and as usual you need to rotate the intensity to fire it up. So I have it at 54%. I'll just turn it down to say 2% so it doesn't blind you. I'll turn, you can see the light, point it back towards me, and I'll turn it down to 0%. I have it at 600 Kelvin. So at 600 Kelvin, I'll plug the adapter there, and I'll plug the other end. So this is a power delivery cable. I'll plug the other end into the light, and I have a full battery on the light anyways, but let me disconnect to see if there was any difference. If I disconnect, no, there's nothing. It's using the internal batteries. I'll plug back the USB-C into the light. Let me look at this power bank. Shows, so the power bank shows an output reading. So there's a reading from the light. I don't know if you can see. And I'll try to be turning the intensity, increasing the intensity of the light. You can see how much power is drawing from the light. Let me take that towards you so you can see. I'm at about 9%. It's charging the light, and it's telling me there's a DC in. So let me show you. The light says there's DC in. Don't know if you can see. There's DC in. Alright, so let me put this down here. It's telling me that my DC in is 100 watts. So this power bank can do up to 170 watts. And I'll keep increasing. So I'm at 15%, same draw of 100 watts, 20%, and I think the power bank is complaining of see, it's warning me, it says overload. So I'll kill it down back to 1%, and I'll disconnect this. So that's how much this power bank can power the light. So be careful the power bank you're using. Even though this is a 170 watt output maximum light and power bank, you need to be careful what you're using to power this light. So it's running at 1%, and for me to use the 𝐹𝐥𝐼𝐼, I can connect it directly to the 𝐹𝐥𝐼𝐼 power V-mount battery, but I'll just plug it in, mount it on the V-mount adapter, and because make sure it locks. Yeah, that locks. And because it has USB-C out, that's the reason why I'm using this to test, so I can compare with this one from 𝐻𝐸SWX. I'll plug it to a USB-C port, and the light tells me it's getting 30 watts in. Let me show you. So that's 30 watts in. 30 watts in. And what I'll do here is increase it, let's say 10%. It still shows it's charging, and DC in is 30 watts. Get a USB-C. And I'll keep increasing it to, I'm at 40%. Let me show you, I'm at 40%. And it's still saying DC in is 30 watts. 50%, same thing. 62%. I'm 100%. Let me show you guys. I'm at 100%. So it's still, you see powering the light, it says DC in is 30 watts. So I'll bring it out and I'll kill it down to 1%. So when I was testing, I was wondering why this mighty power bank that can power the MacBook Pro couldn't even push it up to 100%. Well, it has to do with the electrical components inside the drawer, I think. So I would disconnect the cable and I'll pop out this V-mount battery from FX Lion, and I install this big boy here. This is the 98 watt hour V-mount battery. That's mounted. So I currently have V-mount battery on 100%, 3 hours, 11 minutes. Let me show you. I don't know if you can see. It's 100%, 3, you probably can see it. So that's it, 3 hours, 11 minutes, 100%. So I'll drop it down, place it this way, connect the other end into the light. And it's showing me DC in of 30 watts. Just verify, show you guys, DC in of 30 watts. And I'll increase it. Let me just set it back down here. I'm gonna go to say 20, let's go at 30, same thing, DC in 30 watts. And I'll quickly just go to 100. So this is 100%. And as you can see, let me bring that. So 100%, CO says DC in 30 watts and it's charging. On the battery, it's telling me I have 3 hours and 29 minutes left. Let me show you. At this 100%. So 3 hours and 29 minutes. So this V1 battery will run for 3 hours at 100% brightness. Let me bring it down to say 30%. Still telling me 3 hours and 29 minutes. Don't know how it's calculating that, but at least you have an idea. I'll just bring it down to say 1% and disconnect this. I also want to mention the battery capacity of the 𝐷𝐷𝐿C60C is 3400 milliamps. This light also features Bluetooth app control for seamless adjustment with the SmallRig RC app. Users can change the brightness level, control temperature and effects from their smartphone, adding convenience and creative flexibility during shoots. One thing I've noticed with using the RC60C wirelessly is that you cannot control the light via the mobile app when powered on until you have rotated the intensity knob. I choose to believe that that is a safety option from SmallRig. The RC60 comes in a very well padded carry case and is available in 2 different kit options. There's the RC60 Lite edition with just the light, a mini Bowens reflector, a 3-meter USB-C to C power delivery cable, and user manual. And the second one, that's the RC60C with power bank clamp edition, which I have here, which contains the light itself, mount support, a handle, a 3-meter USB-C to C power delivery cable, a 0.2-meter USB-C to C power delivery cable, a power bank clamp like you see here, a storage bag, and lastly a user manual. On Amazon you can get the light version for $152 and the power bank clamp edition for $195 at the time of making this video. When going through the manual, I noticed that the RC60C has an overheating protection function. When its battery temperature reaches 62 degrees Celsius, its output becomes reduced to 80%. 63 degrees goes down 65%, and 64 degrees 50%. If the battery temperature exceeds 65 degrees, the light is expected to automatically shut down. I've had it running for a while now. I'll just power it off just to save a bit of battery. and display an overheat warning sign. Another thing to point out that is that for some reason, if for some reason the light reaches 100 degrees Celsius, the output power will be reduced to 70%. There are more important things to know about this light, so I will try to leave a link to the manual below so you can check it out. SmallRig indicating the manual that a reduction in output power will be indicated on the screen with the actual percentage of the output power displayed at the center of the screen. Another thing I like about the light is that you can see the amount of time left on the screen here. And this can also be seen in the mobile app. With no modifier, the RC60 produces a very even beam spread and will result in the same regardless of the CCT dialed in. And as expected, the shadows are well defined. Now with the supply reflector, this is how the beam spread is, and the result is the same no matter the CCT dialed in. There seems to be multiple shadowing. Now with SmallRig's mini to full Bowens mount adapter attached and a third-party reflector, this is how the beam spread is. The results are the same regardless of the CCT dialed in, and there is also multiple shadowing. There are no fan speed settings for the RC60C within its on-body menu controls or in the app, so the fan speed is determined by the light itself. So here is how loud it sounds a few centimeters from my Comica VM40 shotgun mic, a few inches from the frame. I'll turn it on. Now the light is turned on. As usual, you have to rotate the intensity knob, which is the top one here, for the light to power on, and the fan usually kicks in. So right now, this is how it sounds without the fan on or the light on. And I'll rotate the knob. The fan hasn't kicked in as yet. It has just kicked in and about 22%. I'll try to increase it to the maximum. So this is how it sounds with the fan on. Kill the light, bring it up a bit. So the microphone is just right there. Now I'll just power it off. I would have wanted to suggest that it should have been possible to control the fan speed of the RC60C, but I guess because it uses internal batteries, it would be safe to have the light control the fan itself. Another suggestion would have been the possibility of plugging in a DC adapter, but I guess this will protect users, so note that there is no DC input for this light. In summary, the SmallRig RC60C COB light impresses in terms of its performance output, different modes and portability, all in a compact package. Its app-based remote control, wide CCC range and RGB range, and Bowens mount compatibility make it a valuable tool for any creator looking to enhance the lighting setup with ease. I like filling my background with color light, and I usually use several portable RGB lights. Like as you can see, I am pleased to have this in my arsenal to create that depth in my background and separation. And yes, this is capable of keying my subject or object. So that's it. If you have any questions, don't forget you can leave them in the comment section and I'll always try to answer them. It's a filmmaker. Remember, every new video keeps you and I connected. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.